Good to see. Oh shit. I damn. So I'll pretty much have to control it. Okay, well, I'm gonna take note of this real quick. Yeah. No, absolutely. Y'all get your $64 for playing the last session. Absolutely, y'all.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
won't be that easy this time.
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm going to
Fargrim.
share my stream together link for everybody who'd like to join. What's up, bud?
Uh, During the long rest, I'm going to cobble my f- cobble together Klaus.
Yeah, so your Klaus is fucked. And thank you, Purple, for that informative post this morning. I do remember aspects of his zombie, but I did remember that it somehow reset to one. That was a wonderful clarification.
Mm-hmm. I mean, either way, it comes back to full on a long rest. But so,
Well, when it dies, I have to cobble it back together.
yeah, you can either do that with
I
1 minute,
believe.
and it'll go for a 1 HP, or
Yeah.
you just reset it entirely on a long rest.
Well,
By the way, Fargrim, check your DMs, please.
Yeah. Oh. So
there was that
actually,
pistol, right?
yes, you can add footlock to your. Well, I will add. You can add footlock to your inventory because it's in D&D Beyond. So Otoroshi, the thing about familiars is I'm trying to spice them up to where
Okay.
they grow with you over time.
Okay.
Because over how many times of what the fuck was I doing? Okay, that's what I
And
was doing.
suddenly, with that information, the feat to gain like the find familiar ritual spell is insane.
True. But I did make an orb of find familiar for my Monday group, and it was a cloud pseudo dragon that also served as a cloud nimbus. Alright, so I just posted the stream together link in the group chat. If you wouldn't mind joining mods.
Oh, hang on 1 second.
Yep.
In the what chat?
In the group chat. Faded
Which one?
Faded Few Group B.
That place that you've never been before.
But heard a lot about.
Group B.
It only supports Chrome or Firefox. And I don't feel like opening up more Chrome tabs than necessary. Because I don't want my resources eaten up by Chrome.
Are you streaming?
Yes.
Then why don't you just stream in Chrome instead? You won't use any more resources.
Because Opera GX better.
That is.
Then why do you open anything in Chrome?
Because I have to do this stuff in Chrome, unfortunately. If I could do it in Opera.
Well,
Why
have
can't Opera
never
do it?
even heard of that.
It can. It's just. What's his face? The one that sent the guide for this. It was done in Chrome, so. And plus, all my login shit is in Chrome, unfortunately.
Okay.
No
Opera
problem.
GX is just better. Because you can do this lovely thing where you can use a network limiter and a RAM limiter so that your tabs that you have open don't take up a lot of resources while you're
See,
gaming
but then
and
it
streaming.
But then it slows down your stream. It slows down everything because you're limiting the amount of resources that it's using, no?
True.
No, because my stream is on Streamlabs.
Oh god, you're talking about resources.
Yeah, that's why I use Opera GX so that
Yes, switch to OBS Studio. Your resources used for streaming will be cut in half or more.
I don't like OBS.
Streamlabs OBS is just OBS with an overlay. That's why it's so much more resource intensive, but it's the same exact program.
Yeah, I already have it set up though.
All right.
And then another thing too is the mods.
Alright, so, let's do a quick recap, everybody. Last
Close dead.
Huh?
Close dead. Recap done.
I threw Klaus's right here. He's at 1 HP. Whenever you'd like, I could throw Arden to Klaus.
Yeah, I'll come up with something for him.
Right on. But we did take a long rest, although River, it's not like he needed it much. so,
Hello, Ace and Wild.
so last session, you guys finished your confrontation with the thugs of the Army of Light. You learned more of the hostage situation and where or more of the important reasons of the of why they use wolves and some of the tactics of the Army of Light. You also learned that the direction you are currently headed is at the outskirts of their siege camp. From here, you can hear some light and heavy artillery, like mortars and things like that. But at times they, cease because, well, goddamn, that's a lot. So during your what is it, 8 hours? Ooh, I like how it shows what you get back. That's pretty interesting.
It's very nice.
Also, last session, everyone received 200 gold, 2 smoke bombs. Well, well, that'd be cool if everybody got 2 smoke bombs, because I know everybody would be using them.
Oh yeah, if we all got 2 each, absolutely.
Who knows? That might be within this session. Hey, 10, you can take a long rest if you'd like.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
I
want to
realized
stay
we were
near
doing.
death, by all means.
No. I'd rather take a long rest, thanks.
Just to make sure, can we heal close up to full health?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured with long rest and me cobbling him back together during the rest.
Just to clarify with the entire group
Actually,
here.
I can give you ownership of Klaus as well. There you go.
There you go. But the 2 smoke bombs and the pistol that was, or the flintlock that was looted, were we all in agreement that River's taking a smoke bomb, I'm taking one, and Morris is getting the flintlock?
Yep.
I'm fine with that, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
There was also a short sword. You can just give that to River, since she's the only one who can realistically use it. I'm pretty sure monks get proficiency with short swords, right?
I know I can use it, but I don't necessarily want to.
Right.
What'd you say? Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure monks get proficiency with like everything that's light weapon, right?
Yep. Everything
Yeah.
with a light.
Everything the light touches. I mean, nope, wrong movie.
I'm unsure how exactly. It is. No, that's not.
Excuse me.
So, is there anything you'd like to discuss as we move forward? You notice the squad mate of the Iron Fang, Lou, hung out with you people. Actually, yeah, Lou's in that folder. Perfect.
I can't make that. Perfect.
Yeah, down here, see, you can get into this. Once I finished it out, I was like, well, fuck it, man. I'll pay for this for $10 and get those whole
So
sides.
while we're like making camp, like Ten is going to go over and like distance himself from Moors. Basically, like if there's there's a campfire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to show himself. Ten's going to be surprisingly good at cooking, and he's going to just go. He's Otoroshi, you using the cooking pots?
Oh, that is something. Did I add that to your inventory?
I don't believe you did.
I will do that now.
Why is it sending to...
I'll edit it as a tool.
Okay. So Otoroshi is going to kind of look over and see that you've kind of walked away from where we were. He was studying the blood trails and whatnot, seeing what was, who these people were. And he's going to go and gonna make his way over to where you're at. Did you need to cook something? I certainly can cook if you need food.
Please leave the cooking to me. Ah, I'd rather provide everyone with a good meal before we head out to assault this camp.
There you go, my friend. Cooking tripod.
And like the backpack that he's had, not on his back, but like sort of like hung around some of his horns, sort of like basically like a sort of necklace at this point, right? It's a very human-sized backpack, so he's had it like strung round the backside of his head. He like sort of puts his head down and drops it onto the bag, and then like goes through. And you notice he's got a full cooking set available to him right now. He's got a couple of pots and pans, some spices, and then he's like sort of digging out a ditch in the ground to set up a fire.
Alright, and I'll set up kind of the tripod over where you're digging out the ditch, so that way you can just literally lay the planks in, the twigs in.
Mm. River, would you mind? Give it one of those fire punches.
She sighs. Alright. She's good. Essentially almost like smacking her knuckles together like fucking like a fucking flint and steel. She just essentially like caused like a spark of plasma to go into the kindling as it just ignites.
Perfect. Alright. I'll maintain the fire for a bit. Would you two mind going and gathering something to cook with? Or I could also cook up some of your ration, should you have any.
I'm sure I can find something.
And Otoroshi, instead of leaving, just starts digging around in his pack for a little bit.
I'd say while you guys do that, I'm gonna use one of my infusion slots to infuse this new pistol I got.
I haven't played RFS in a while, by the way. How many infused items do you get?
I have
4 to start.
I get 2 to start.
Only 2. Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, infusions known is 4, so you can know 4 infusions, but you can only
That's
be actively using 2 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to look around and be like, anyone else need if I infuse weapons, it's other people that can use it as well.
I believe so. You just make whatever it is a +1 effectively, right? Yeah, enhanced weapon, magical weapon,
Yeah, it'd be
magic.
+1 weapon, +1 defense to armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give the pistol I have a +1. I'm just going to kind of ask around if anyone else would like one of their weapons magically infused.
Ken is both engrossed in his cooking, but also gives you a side eye, clearly not trusting at all.
Not trusting another creature.
Yeah. And more so, he's not really trusting the
Necromancer, yeah.
necromantic
gonna
magic
say.
used in these enhancements.
River probably wouldn't either. She's not there though, anyways.
Yeah, River's out procuring some food.
Can I make a survival check for that,
Absolutely.
Markham?
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh, she's gonna try to look for some herbs and maybe some small game.
Since
5 million, and then as
Oh.
it was zooming in, I see 15.
Pretty,
Ooh.
pretty good.
that's a good roll.
Nice. So you're looking for herbs and other goodies to eat, right? I'm sorry, what were you looking for?
Herbs.
Yeah, small
Yeah,
game,
right.
rabbits,
Oh,
herbs,
okay.
spices.
Yep.
You find a few chubby squirrels and some blueberries and raspberries.
Farcom, the term is chubby bunnies.
Those squirrels are getting fucking knifed. But yeah, I'll take the berries and stuff.
Thought they were called
Absolutely
snow
destroy
bunnies.
the squirrels.
Yep. Fucking.
As you're doing that, I find what I need. Otoroshi pulls out a little bit of incense and sits down and kind of starts meditating and chanting, tooth and throat singing kind of noises. You see his eyes just kind of not gloss over, but they kind of go clear. Like his iris kind of disappears. And he's just sitting there chanting.
Interesting. Is the chanting like recognizable at all? Like, is it in a specific language?
It is in.
I do have polyglot module.
Yeah, you could do chanting like say something here in the language and see if anyone recognizes it in the chat.
Where does it show? This doesn't show my proficiencies on my chart. I'm trying to remember what languages I'm speaking.
Let me pull that
Aside
up
from
in the
common.
D&D.
It's on the bottom right of the details page. Like the top one.
Bottom left of the attributes page if you're using tiny cheats.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a section there called languages, and then it's just a what's it called, checkbox of what you know.
So details. You said bottom. There's nothing on the bottom. There's the tools, consumables, equipment, weapons. I don't see proficiencies, language proficiencies. Yeah, I see armor and weapon proficiency, but not languages.
Do you have your edit cog on, perhaps? Or is it?
Okay, I think I know why that's fucked up. Because when I made
Yeah, there's no language proficiencies on here.
Yeah.
I just switched to the tiny sheets and it's the same thing.
Damn. Okay.
I mean,
In the chat under public world also gives you a list of languages you have.
I'm sorry, what was that?
In the chat under public role and like the role mode. Yell at me, cat.
Underneath there, language. It only says common.
yeah, okay. Well, I don't think that would be too much. Like, what languages are you supposed to know?
See, that's the thing, because he is old. He should know.
Languages, I can speak common and giant. So I think that's what I would be chanting in this giant.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let me add.
Yeah, no, I do not know giant, so. doesn't matter too much. We can sort this out later.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Tenraiso and River's gonna make their way back with just like several dead squirrels like slung over her spear.
Yep. You can
Hey,
see
so-
Ten is basically like started boiling some water at this point and is like sort of like keeping it at like a certain heat level.
Hmm.
Basically, he's taking very close care of the fire.
Gotcha.
River seemed fairly used to this. Let's just say she's putting the squirrels in. At least I didn't have to travel several months this time.
Oh, that was a bad winter.
I'm speaking of your.
Oh,
You know.
you know the routine. Chop them up, hand them me.
It's still drenched in fucking blood, by the way. None of it's hers. She's gonna start like calmly like chopping up squirrels into like edible pieces. Can you stop yelling? You're adopted.
The cat. Yeah. Yes, mother, I know I'm adopted. Feed me.
But yeah, while she's doing it, Shaw's gonna put some of the like berries and stuff in. She seems to have picked out some that are like specifically like designed to be more healthy instead of like actually tasty. I mean, they will be at least kind of tasty. They're just definitely made like they're just good berries,
Awesome.
not vegan. But
Anyway, I guess I'll just make a check then. Cook's utensils. What do I check here? DC 10, and then I believe there's something that like doesn't Cook's utensils. Alright, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's cooking utensils.
Yeah, I have Cook's utensils on me. I get it from my background. Let's see how tasty the meal is. I'll roll the not sure why it's a wisdom save DC, but you know what? That is that's definitely a pass. For 19.
Do you crit on
today's-
19 as well, or
I don't. It's
It's
just
just a pass?
it's a crit
A
because
check.
it's 2 DC. It's a check for 15 or 10. But you know, because the DC on this can only ever be 15, anything that passes will highlight in green in this case.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that. So,
Yeah.
You, Guy Ferrari this shit, and take everybody to Flavor Town with these. You make deep fried squirrel nuggets, or actually, with all the ingredients. Purple, with your imagination, what do you prepare for your party?
See, here's the thing. I'm bad at cooking IRL, so I have no fucking idea. Let's go with the deep fried squirrel nuggets. That sounds really good. That's good.
Squeaky nuggies.
let's fucking
Yeah.
go.
Squirrel nugget. Squirrel
Squeaky
nugget.
nuggies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with a sort of, since it was blueberries and raspberries, that will be made into a sort of like puree jam and served alongside it.
You got like a sweet and sour
Yeah.
berry jam.
Oh,
yeah.
For the dipping
Yeah.
sauce.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
So-
exactly it.
that
So,
sounds so good.
Squirrel nuggets and some sweet and sour sauce.
How long does it take you to find the squirrels and to cook the squirrels?
Find them
Half
probably
hour,
takes like
45
20
minutes?
Yeah,
20 minutes, okay.
Yeah, like I would say like an hour 45, maybe like
Yeah, in
two,
total?
depending on like how long hunting takes. Because the actual cooking shouldn't take that long, but the what's it called? It's just the hunting part.
Okay. The reason I
I
ask
imagine
is
it take
because
us.
after about an hour, you see that or you hear, or me stop chanting, and next to me, my familiar shows up. I have one as well, and it is a Tengu.
A what?
A
A
Tengu.
crow demon, if I remember right. Is it man-sized? How
It's
big is
not a
it?
crow demon. No, it's a small creature.
Okay.
It's yeah, it's similar to like a larger raven. I actually got a picture.
So Tengus are like bird people. They're actually noted in the 47 Samurai movie with Keanu Reeves, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh
And
Jesus!
Oh, that's cool art.
Is that Ronin 47?
yeah, 47 Ronin.
47 Ronin, yeah.
Another movie I liked, unfortunately, was Tom Cruise movie, was
Yeah,
The
Last
Last
Samurai.
Samurai.
That was a good movie. But yeah, 47 Ronin is based on an actual story, which was a very long game of a group of samurai who became Ronin and really played the long game just to get revenge, which forsaken everything that they stood for, but they felt that strongly about it that every single one of them actually went through with it. Such a good movie, good story.
Very good story.
But yeah, so this little kind of tealish blue feathered Tengu shows up.
Do
And
you have
this
stats?
kind of bronzish
What?
base. It's a basic familiar. Think like a pseudo dragon for stats.
Okay.
I believe the pseudo dragon is limited to warlock familiars because they have higher base stats.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it could be a raven, it could be whatever it is, but yeah,
For flavor,
yeah.
it will be a Tengu.
a Tengu, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. We got bat, cat, frog, hawk, lizard.
Frozen.
I'm
I just have a-
assuming if this is a tiny bird person, it's some kind of bird. So what bird are you going with? Owl, raven, hawk, bat,
I'll go
maybe?
raven.
Raven?
Octopus.
So raven is the base stats?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
give me one moment.
If you're wishing.
Fargrim, I have a question for you.
I might have an answer.
Is it possible that with my passive insight, like when I offered the infusion, that I noticed the hesitation because of the necromancy magic?
Like in the rest of the group?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're not hiding that.
Oh yeah, no, you don't need high insight to
Okay.
notice that. Like,
Yeah.
he's actively moving the cooking station further away from you as you're messing with your undead and like basically reviving it.
Okay.
And then messing with your own gun and
So-
channeling necromantic energies into it. He's like positioned the camp away from all of that.
Okay, cool.
So
Can
from what I remember of your backstory, which was discussed on session 0.5, you are an outworlder? Like,
Yeah.
So, nothing to you here really makes sense.
That's fair.
Right.
Can I just do a little something just for the funny of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So just to make sure the food is done cooking, right?
Absolutely.
Just about.
So these
Yeah, that's
are,
fine. I'm done. I'm serving.
very
So
well. May I describe the food?
yes.
So, with these chubby squirrels, these are perfect sized nuggets of lightly flaked crunchy, floury, perfectly salt and peppered nuggets. The jam has a perfect rich consistency and it is absolutely slamming. It's a weird combination, but after a while, it's pretty damn good. Alright,
So I just want to do a quick little something just for the funny.
yeah.
Um, so with my plate, instead of like using a utensil or something like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stab one of the nuggets with my bone with my bone arm, like one of the fingers. And I'm going to use that as my utensil.
Hmm.
Just to, like, yeah.
River is actually going to take off her mask to eat the food, obviously, because she has to. And
Alright.
the look of disgust at Wars is plain to see.
Like, you can tell that my arm is just radiating necrotic magic, and I'm just casually using my arm as and my bony finger as my utensil to eat this
Question.
food.
When you say you're taking a mask, do you mean like unhatch the back and then like hold it up in front of your face while you eat with the other hand, or are we talking like just the mask comes off?
Yeah, she just takes it off and slips it on. It just places it on her lap.
Okay.
Oh. Alright. Okay. I thought this would be like more of a dramatic thing when you take off your mask.
No.
This is the only
Did we get a
time she
picture
shows
as
her
to what
face.
River?
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
literally the only time.
do we get to see what River looks like without her mask?
I don't know if I have a part specifically for it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have some
The reason I ask is because once you take off your mask, I will have just started to take a bite, and you just see kind of my jaw stay open, and I'm just holding the nugget in front of me. So I haven't tasted it yet, and I'm looking.
I'm just imagining your Tegu steals it. Just
Well, that's kind of the whole thing, because you see, the Tengu is just kind of looking and tilting its head kind of curiously, and I'm sitting there looking at you. I'm like, I know your face. You were the fourth. And right about that moment, the Tengu kind of it leans forward a little bit and then just snatches it out of my hand and starts and tosses its head up to gulp it down.
River says it's about as like expressionless as the mask is right now. As she is like just raises an eyebrow. You got just now realizing that? I mean, did
It
the
all
vision?
makes sense now. My
Did-
vision.
Did your vision not? I don't show my hair, clothes.
My
That was
vision
decent.
showed faces.
Fair enough.
Your face was hidden behind a mask. I now see that you are the fourth that I was supposed to find.
I like the fact that they do a free side and a pay side. But you still get shit.
It seems we are one step ahead of where I was supposed to be at this point. Pleasant surprise.
Do you
I
have a
want to
name for
offer.
familiar?
Yes, I do.
Sorry for interrupting you.
Oh no, that's fine. It didn't make it over from D&D Beyond. Give me 1 second. First, let me cleared my cache, and now I've got to sign back into D&D Beyond.
River just kind of scoffs after a few moments, not really sure what to say.
So
Yeah,
while you
I'm gonna-
guys continue eating, I'm going to pull out some playing cards and just
Ken eats by like stabbing a piece of nugget with his claw, dipping it into the sauce, and then sort of just dropping it from the air like into his mouth. Like, there's no chewing involved; it just goes down.
yeah, you swallow that nugget.
Jesus.
In any
That's the
case,
name of my familiar, Kosuke.
Close game?
Kosuke,
Kosuke.
in any case, I'm glad I can fulfill whatever alleged see you had.
My vision, you three, as dysfunctional as this group makeup is, apparently we are obligated to take down your friends in the Pantheon of Light.
They are so. I assume they are none of them. But I understand. Just if my face shows up again in your dreams, don't tell me. I assume it will not be of device like previous.
You're cutting out like every other word. I have no idea what you
Fuck.
said. I'm sorry.
I heard that one clearly.
No, that was my bad. I had to mark too far away.
She was saying it. If my face does show up in any more of your dreams, please do not tell me. I assume they will not be as divine importance as the previous one.
They do not dream, so that will be an easy task.
Good.
River,
Lucky.
as you are making conversation with Otoroshi, you hear Reed's voice whisper your name.
River tenses for just a second. Just a second. And just sighs and go back to eating her food.
You also hear voices. Mommy?
He'll serve. Tenraiso will go over to Liu Zhang and serve him a portion as well.
Yeah, very well.
Now you can share what you know.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Master Ten. Well, I know that path ahead, they must have expanded their siege camp. For these thugs, must have been close, or at least their camp must have been close. I noticed they brought in a lot more wagons into town last time I was there, so I'm pretty sure we might be facing or heading into their outskirts of their siege camp in their wagon train. He doesn't know about how to get to the general's camp. But he does know a little bit about the path ahead.
Maybe I should do this in character. I'm eating as I'm playing right now.
Take your
But
time,
with a
dude.
mouthful.
I was also just eating.
I'm actually gonna grab a snack.
Okay.
So you're grabbing yourself then, Fredrum?
I'm a whole meal.
Giggity.
I'm a happy meal. Or we get a depressed meal.
Oh, I'll make you a happy meal.
Well, if you know the
Bacon,
way, then
phrasing.
you're going in the lead.
What the fuck? Well, I guess I'm not getting up to grab that food anytime. So, that kind of threw me off course there, Jerome. Or you kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that's funny.
Kosuke. Okay. So what would you guys like to do? Would you guys like to press forward?
Well, the question is, are we going to rescue the leader, or are we heading back to try and find the beast? Or do we think that the werewolf was the beast?
I think the werewolf might have been the beast.
The werewolf definitely was the beast. Oh, the
Oh,
wereboar
wereboar.
was.
Yeah.
Wereboar was the beast. They specifically found. We found a note on their body. This was in the group chat. That
saw it.
they had staged the whole thing basically to make it look like there was a beast in the area.
Even though the tracks had pointed to the northwest.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then we think he changed back to human and then came back around. Or
Yeah, pretty much.
doubled
Yep.
back. Okay.
Like they want to throw people off the tracks while also giving the impression that there's like an animal on the loose.
Okay.
So
Exactly.
kind of like, I know I forget what it was, but I know there's, back in, I think it was like World War One or World War II, something like that, where they used to put like animal prints on the bottom of their shoes to throw people off, that
Anyway.
sort of thing.
So really, the only goal we have right now is to rescue his friends from one of the camps.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we go into the camp.
Shall we?
I'm just kind of like shuffling these playing cards as you guys are discussing. Like,
I might have to
I'm
remove
down for anything.
Kosuke. But that's fine.
Might have to what?
I might have to remake Kosuke. But that's fine.
Okay. No worries.
It should be super easy to do something like that, right? You just do
Rated
what's the
actor,
card?
that's all.
I
Quick
just,
insert, find a raven,
Mhm.
drag it into the scene, edit that sheet, give ownership to
Control.
mines. Yeah.
Exactly. This is loading scene 99%.
Yes.
Same for everyone else? Okay.
Yeah, this is a big map, and it was giving me trouble with uploading it normally. So this is going to be super laggy for everybody. So I'm still experimenting with judging out
Oh, yeah.
to Foundry.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep, even if you're doing big maps, then you want to keep the file size as low as possible, so that it can run on more machines. Because it might load or it might not load, and when it does load, it'll take more resources, and that's going to put a lot of strain on whatever you're hosting on as well.
So I should export it at low quality.
Just there. Merv can probably explain this better. There's a certain like file size limit that you really shouldn't be going over for Foundry.
Yeah, it's it also depends. Is it an animated map?
No, not really.
Okay, fair. Yeah, it's yeah, no, definitely if maps are like too big, it gets very fucky.
I think what you can technically do is just make the grid size super small, but just that's only like the limit's like 50 pixels.
So,
Yeah, bigger maps. Ooh, the Foundry does not like really big maps.
okay.
That's why I usually just. I think it's better to usually just like chunk them up, in my opinion.
That's
Yeah,
what
so
I
like
was-
it's say you're going to do one big map, instead chunk it up into 4 smaller maps, and then like and then you just distribute them to individual scenes.
I figured that's what I was gonna have to do, but okay. I'm literally at that bridge and I have to cross over it. Cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
it'd be like.
It really be like that. Oh, my God. Okay. So cool. We'll just deal with this laggy shit for now. Yay! That will serve its purpose. Okay, not everybody's over here. Shit.
This will eventually load for me.
Alright. Let me see if this will work.
Whoa.
I'm 3 shy of getting the last one. That's crazy. That's so many more than I have, dude.
Okay.
I cannot switch scenes until resources finish loading for your current view.
Alright,
I'm just going to refresh the web page.
Yeah, I refresh it, still loading.
I was going to shut it off and turn it back on.
I'm just gonna take a minute and enjoy this nice pour of whiskey.
Yeah. I'm loading scene 2, but still at 99%. How big is the map size actually? Like, what's the file size on this?
I actually switched map. This is like, oh, wrong thing.
Oh, there you go. I'm here. I loaded into scene 2.
Cool.
I'm still at 99% of scene 2. Yep. I now see a gray screen. There is no token in the scene which gives you visibility of the area.
I'm currently the only token who's spawned into the map right now. You will be... There you go.
I see a token. I do not see any. I see black.
God damn it.
Blackness. Blackness everywhere.
Alright, I've loaded now.
I was already in the scene, by the way. You added another copy of me.
The world is in grayscale for me for some reason.
I think that's an effect of dark
That's
vision.
called dark vision. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I
We could
closed
currently-
the game.
Yeah. Server reset. Okay.
So much panic.
Well-
Not enough disco.
Yeah. No. Listen, you learn in the system as you go. That's fine. Because this is your first time using Foundry, so yeah. These same mistakes that you're making, just big maps and things like that, those have been made hundreds of thousands of times by many people. Like, Not unique. You're fine.
All right. I see black still. I see my token though, so that's a start.
Is your default vision still fucked? Like,
Yeah.
is it still not 60? Or
I don't know. Let me see if I turn my torch on. Oh, I turned my torch on and I see stuff.
there you go. So your default. Hmm. I guess you don't have dark vision according to the game.
He should. It's just.
Now my token disappeared and everything disappeared.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. And yep, I got 60 feet of dark vision.
Nerfs looks like the most correct. Besides, do you have what?
I see in full color now. The full 60 feet I meant to. I'm fine.
Why
Yeah,
does
I'm
it
good as
physically
well.
play your fucking character? Your name is. Oh, Lord. I don't know why, but I'm having token issues right now.
You want to know why? It's because you didn't have any of those fantastic squeaky nuggies.
Those did sound pretty delicious. I do have pretzel M&Ms for tonight, so.
Oh, those are nice.
That's the chef feat I'm thinking of. With the as part of a rest you can do X. Not default of what the cook's tools let you go. By the way, how are you tracking XP and things for like cooking meals and like just the general crafting systems in general?
I have it written down on a separate document, like an Excel sheet,
Okay.
which I never thought I would do, but pretty much you guys are the first ones to do it, which I'm actually excited
Okay.
for. Then again,
Like
you know,
engage with the crafting system.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, I was a huge fan of it in World of Warcraft, so I wanted to bring it into a MMO.
No. Now it makes me want to go crawl in bed. No, this is where you're ready to go.
Okay, so, you know what? This map will serve just fine. Let me drag him over. Yeah, so, alright, duly noted. Smaller maps equal success and boundary. Awesome.
Awesome. Why does Moses token have a background? Or rather, not have. Is it not in PNG format? Or is it art?
That is,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just existing.
Okay. Well, zombies missing, and where's our friend?
I'm adding your everybody right now. I was just making sure everybody was visible. Party
Yep.
NPCs is class. And NPCs is Zhang Lu.
Because Zhang Liu, I told him to lead us which way he thinks the camp is. He said he doesn't know the exact direction, but
He points over to this direction. He says they've been using this abandoned house as a guard post. And he points to around these trees.
Now, is he talking about the Adventurers Guild or the
Army of
uh,
Light.
the Army of Light.
Oh, I see
Abandoned
the.
house.
And how would you know that? Is that where you were kept captive?
Well, every round it goes up.
That's where he and his party walked past to pick up,
And
well,
with that
to
firecracker,
do
it
the,
automatically gives me a higher defense.
to do the
because I
job
get
to
hit
find
the
the beast
first
in the
round.
woods. And they didn't think of anything of it besides, oh, these
And I get
assholes are
counterattacked
just
for the
in the
first 2
woods.
rounds.
Well, I
Yep.
see a building just up ahead.
He says that that is what they use as guard posts. They used to be a trading post many years ago.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, like there.
Holy shit.
I don't suppose you had seen how many were in this guard post by any chance?
I haven't seen anyone.
Oh, they're all the turrets too, huh?
No, it's more talking to the
Nice.
guy that's.
Yeah.
And I want to send Kosuke kind of flying overhead.
Yep. We'll let the necromancer get himself into trouble while we take the stealth approach. Easy.
Yep.
Yep.
There's no one out here, so.
Agree.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, what's it called? Mines is sending his familiar to go scout, and what's it called? Myself and River, I believe, we're gonna try and stealthily approach the building.
Yeah, and I'm gonna join you guys as stealthily as possible.
hmm While channeling or looking through your familiar, you are like rendered inoperable. Like you're just there, but so we can let you do the scouting before we like go in.
Yeah, I was gonna go kind of hide behind a tree and then do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So should I get another token, or should I move my token around and get kind of the bird's
You
eye
should
view of
get
this?
the Tengu token.
I need to remake it. I'm just setting other things up because I didn't know which map would work. One moment, please.
hmm
So I need
No way.
here. Perfect. Party NPCs. Just yeah, that was wrong.
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. I had all of those stars to go.
So you said I can import a raven, and
Yeah, you just use quick insert anywhere on the screen, control
That
space,
don't make sense.
type Raven,
Sir, you still have to
drag it onto the map. Just the monsters, SRD, non-player character Raven. Change its artwork to the Tengu, and then give Mine's ownership of the monster.
So, I can't remember, what did we bet earlier? Was that I was gonna get there first?
alright,
What did I win? Let me see.
fuck her.
yeah.
So since I'm looking through a window, can I do an investigation, see if there's anyone in there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta
Why? Fuck.
Skill
because you're alone.
You see your reflection in the mirror or in the window, and you get distracted.
Yeah. That's honestly something that I would honestly, that would happen to me. Like, in real life.
We're shiny.
Exactly.
With a chance to
Can I?
I think your bars are better when you go look at his thing.
Fuck.
Can I get
Um,
close to like just jump through this window?
Where's not change?
Be like, I don't see anything. Close. Go ahead. Get in there. See if there's anyone in there.
His dog yeah, I think it's a 20%.
Torch
But
for
the target's damage, so
what's it called? I have no torch or no vision for the Tengu. Or Kosuke's blind.
I don't actually know if ravens have dark vision.
Is it night?
I'm pretty sure it's night right now.
No,
Ravens do
hold
not have
on.
dark vision.
Let me fix this.
How? But birds see better in the dark, especially ravens.
Here
Pretty
you go,
sure.
everybody. It's your
Hey.
turn.
I mean,
Yes,
ravens are
the
generally roost at night and forage during the day because they have shit night vision. So they're not they're scavenging birds. They're not hunting birds. So they're
Okay, well then let's claim that it's an owl.
yeah. Owl is the classic for many reasons. Chief of
This is
being
my first time playing a wizard.
Yeah.
I've never used a familiar before.
I can
has
communicate
dark
with this
vision,
owl.
has flyby, so you can just leave without a provoking opportunity attacks. Very good. Owl is good.
I am also owl. Can I just like start talking to this owl in like Owlin? What language did we say Owlin's?
Owls don't speak a language.
Well,
No,
Yeah,
I mean
it's not an owlin. It is
yeah,
an owl.
it's owl, the animal.
yeah.
Giant owls speak giant owl, but regular owls don't speak.
Oh, that's
Actually, hold on. Did they updated Giant Owl in Monster Manual 25? What the fuck? They no longer speak Giant Owl. They speak Celestial and understand Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, but can't speak them.
What?
That's funny.
That should be. That's dumb.
Why do they not just know Giant Owl is a language anymore?
Because that makes too much sense.
That's the new unspoken rule. It's just they automatically speak it.
Yeah. If your giant owl lived through the Monster Manual update, then congratulations, it now knows. It still knows Giant Owl. But suddenly learned how to speak Celestial.
And understand but not speak other languages.
Yeah, it's like pretty much all the Elven languages it can understand but can't speak.
Makes sense. You'd think though, if you could understand a language, you should be able to speak it.
Not true.
No.
What if you're mute?
I can roughly understand a bit of Japanese and French. Can I speak it well enough to have a conversation? No, fuck no.
If it's a rough understanding, having a
Still
rough
understand the
understanding.
language.
If you can translate it one way, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can translate it the other way. But I'm gonna have Kosuke kind of land on a windowsill and just kind of peek in.
So,
So Kosuke sees that there's 5 people in there. One of them being a drow.
The drow what we're looking for?
No, he is not the general. You don't see any other hostages. You just see more
Any other? So the drow's a hostage?
No. The drow is sitting at a workbench, repairing a sword and looking at the papers. The others are planning, what is it called? Caravans. Trading caravans for supplies. So this
Are
seems
their
to be,
races relevant?
not necessarily. There's a total of 3 people in the room, 2 humans, one half orc, and one drow.
Wait, we went from 5 people to 3
Oh,
people
I'm sorry.
with 2 humans, 1 drow, and 1 half orc, which is 4.
Yeah,
What is the final number?
I'm sorry.
Schrodinger's party.
It is Schrodinger's party. I apologize. There's a total of 5, 2 drow, 1 half orc, and 2 humans. Final
Okay.
number. And I'm grabbing some M&Ms. If anybody would
Are
like.
they?
Sounds good.
I'd love some M&Ms.
Everybody, you could take a bathroom break if you'd like, but I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna grab my sake.
So there's a workbench, and I guess this is just one big room. That sound about right? Since I can see everything from one window.
I guess, or at least the window that you looked into is one room. There could be more people in other rooms.
Yes. So my plan is to send Kosuke to all the different windowsills to see how many rooms or where everybody is. I want to see how many doors there are, because if we can bar the doors, we can have some fun.
If you're suggesting we burn the house down, reminder, there may be hostages still inside.
There are absolutely probably still
I'm not saying burn the house down. I'm saying
But-
find a way to try and get them flushed out.
Okay.
But if we can bar the doors, we can figure out where they're going to come out from, because there's only going to be one door that's we allow them out through.
Yeah, makes sense. Unless they escape out the windows.
True.
If there are any ground floor windows, it's pretty easy just to like open a window and be like, alright, well, cool, we'll climb out this way.
Yes, well, we need to see how many floors there are.
Yeah.
From
How
what
many
you can
doors there
tell,
are.
There's one door, 3 windows.
Is it a single room?
1, 2, 3 4 windows, and it appears to be one floor in a single room.
Okay. A very open layout for this house in the woods.
Yes. So I'm going to kind of head up and kind of whisper it to Tenraiso and River, kind of what I see, because Mars is kind of going and scouting off on his own as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, if there's only one door, then that makes things easy.
That does.
How about I go and make an entrance, and then... Do you want to set up on some of the windows, maybe? Are any of them unlocked, or did they seem any unlocked when you were flying by?
Were any of the windows cracked open by chance, Farkham?
Yes. This one over here. Hold on.
Which one? That one.
That one's
Okay.
locked or unlocked?
Unlocked
Unlocked.
and cracked.
So wait, are these guys friendly or not friendly?
Um,
No,
not
not friendly. Alright. I'm going to go in from the main entrance. If that window's open, then when I'm distracting someone, you could sneak in the side. Maybe, take some of them by surprise. Don't send the zombie to ruin the surprise. Have him with me.
But they would be more surprised.
If anything, the surprise would be them coming through the front door.
Alright.
Here, I'll
I'm going
stand
to...
Just wait. I have to move.
I'm going
There
to
you go.
make a stealthy approach to the door. I'm not going to go inside. That's a 20, that's pretty good.
River's
Uh,
gonna make us look.
But I'm just going to, like, stand... Oh.
Oh no. Well, she's not going. She's gonna try and sneak up over to the door.
Oh. Okay, I was planning on going loud once I opened the door. So,
So
Thank
I'm actually by the window over here, but since
what window?
like
This is the main door. This is the cracked open window.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm by the cracked open window.
Yeah.
With River. But since I cannot control my other character, my undead minion, without being in the line of sight of it, I have to be like in the line of sight of.
So you can stay kind of right here, as opposed to at the window.
Is that actually a thing?
Yeah,
I read
so
through. I didn't notice that part.
so
No, it should
I
be within
cannot-
100 feet of it.
no,
Yeah.
I because of the way Foundry is, I cannot control my other token.
That just means you don't have permission for the thing.
No, the token needs vision.
Oh,
That's the
wait.
thing.
No, then just you don't have to like be there. Just select, click, and drag so that you see a square. Click and drag in the area where your undead is. Click and drag in the area where Moors is, while both are off screen, and you'll just like you'll select either one. Then you can quickly swap between both of the tokens. So like, select an empty area of the map, left click, drag a box around the rough area of one of your tokens, and it will select that token.
Nope.
I know for a fact this works. Yeah.
Here, purple, I'll show you. I physically cannot select my token either.
Yeah, so I have to. So because
That means-
of the way the vision works in Foundry, if I cannot see my undead minion, like if I do not have direct line of sight with my main token, I do not see my undead minion at all, and I cannot interact with it.
I can confirm that because I'm
So-
having the same thing with my familiar.
So are you
I have
clicking?
ownership of my familiar.
Okay, just come look at either
I'm
mine
looking
or
at the
mine's
thing.
stream.
I'm looking.
So I cannot see my token. for
Yeah, no, I
close.
see what Mines is doing on his stream, and yeah, no, I don't know what's happening there. Something is wrong with the token settings, specifically for ownership. So to prevent that for both of you, because both of them are probably set up the exact same way. But they're both just
okay.
monster. They're both just creature stat blocks.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
can figure this out later.
Okay.
Are they not made correctly?
I don't know.
Well, I cannot
Probably just a
interact.
permissions issue. Fine. Just have the zombie go on the side mirror then, it's fine.
I'm just gonna be going up in this direction.
Either way, River rolled a nat 1 for the stealth check, by the way. She's
Yeah,
approaching the
she.
window.
Oof.
That I feel like that's more important for the DM to
Yeah, I think it's
immediately
a little-
intervene
Yes,
with.
Absolutely.
Like, Bagram?
Sorry,
You
so,
there?
yes, Otoroshi, you're definitely in stealth. I just changed the permission so everybody can observe Klaus. And I see Otoroshi is the owner for this Tengu.
Yeah, I don't
Okay, yeah,
think
now I
Tengu
can.
has any vision. That's all.
Yeah, now I
always
can move
control
him.
Yeah. Like when you're controlling multiple tokens or one token and then swapping between them, it's usually a case of just going ahead and what's it called? Clicking and dragging in their area, and then it like, cool, you've selected that token. The fact that that isn't working tells me that there's something either wrong with vision settings or selection settings or permission settings, but doesn't matter. What happens on the nat 1?
From a net 1, shit, we're out of everybody. Come on. So you stumble and you break a stick outside. This gentleman. He's gonna come to the
He looks like
window.
He looks like Dick.
He's Timo Captain Morgan.
Mom, can we get some Captain Morgan? No, we have Captain Morgan at home. Captain Morgan at home.
I like the art of this.
River's gonna try just like hiding like where she is, like beside the windowsill. Doesn't realize that her spear is poking out clearly at the window, like over in front of the window.
Oh, I figured you would have been like trying to fix your makeup or whatever, but it's a mask.
No, she is a professional, kind of.
Anyway, he approaches the window.
And he kind of sticks his head out. But he doesn't really see anybody. He doesn't fully stick his head out. He kind of, oh, what was that? Then he argues with somebody on the inside and stays by the window.
Alright.
Ooh, can I catch him by surprise?
Wait.
Hold. Go easy.
Hold. Stop trying to do things. We have a plan.
Plan.
We're gonna breach and clear in a moment. Alright, so what's the card? The moment I hear him like walking towards the window and then start an argument, that's when I take the moment. The door is unlocked, right? Just like doing a tiny twist of the handle just to check if it was got any resistance at all.
Oh, it's unlocked.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So with that knowledge, the moment like the argument starts, I'm going to sort of like barge in, like just like right inside, and like I'm going to make myself look as fearsome and as intimidating as possible, and to get like all of their attention on me, so that no one's looking outside the window, for example. And and I'm gonna be looking. Ah, me of light. I've been looking for you, fellas. Ah, I'm looking for my next meal. And can I roll an intimidation check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Can I-
still a 9, but like probably
I-
less intimidating than I thought.
I was just about to say, can I cast a spell to kind of help him with that?
Or I guess it would depend if you had vision. Which we'd assume
I
you'd
mean,
have vision
I'm look-
through the window.
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
So what are you asking?
Because would I be able to see the door from where I'm at, and can I cast a spell to help him with his intimidation check?
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to see the door where you're at.
Okay.
It'd just be a distance thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I
the distance
mean,
between
depending on
you
where
and the
I'm at,
door
it's
is.
70 feet.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I want to cast something. Let's see. The range is 30 feet. So the start of it would be here. But yeah, I would just want to cast Gust and have like this wind kind of as he appears or as he's speaking and trying to intimidate. I want the gust to kind of blow, a chilling breeze up the back of their neck, kind of thing.
That's pretty cool.
That's not creepy at all.
I mean, I don't even know what they're saying, but as he, I can see that he's looking intimidating. So I want to cast it through the window.
That double casted, by the way, so make sure it's not using the resources twice.
It's a cantrip. There's no resources.
Oh, I thought this was Gust of Wind, but no, this is just Gust. Cool.
Just gust.
Yeah. So there's a first level spell called Gust of Wind, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Alright, yeah. Do I get advantage on the check then, or?
Yes, you do.
Awesome. Let's try and roll again. So yeah, 16. Okay, 16 is better. Still bad roll, but still but better. So,
What is this? So what are you saying with your intimidation?
I already said it. I said I was gonna. What's the card? I burst into the room. There's a gust of wind behind me, and I told them that I'm here to kill them and eat them. Trying to be the big, scary dragon.
This bandit over here. Sorry. I'm doing it wrong button. This guy is not so intimidated, and these guys are backing up. Alright. He takes out his light crossbow and begins to fire.
Does he? Or does he
Well,
roll for
that's-
initiative?
I was gonna say, while that's happening, Qilin River burst in as well. I don't know if she has surprise though, because she's considering there's someone who is suspicious, who's like actively suspicious right next to her. I doubt she has surprise.
Well,
A reminder, being surprised is just disadvantage on the initiative roll. And that's only if, like, party as a whole is successfully stealths against an enemy. Otherwise, surprise rounds don't exist. The moment combat starts, everyone rolls for initiative.
okay. That's not too bad. So, did Morris roll for stealth?
No.
No. Morse did
Was
not.
Morse trying to be stealthy is the question.
Great question.
I mean, as soon as he turned around, I was literally going to go right up to the window and cast inflict wounds on him. I wasn't necessarily trying to be stealthy.
Yeah,
So
but
you're
more like
over
before
by-
that.
So you're over by
Yeah.
River then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be an
I don't know.
action that you do the moment initial combat starts, not something you can do before combat. The but like, were you trying to get in position or do anything? Were you trying to be sneaky to approach him at the window? Is basically what we're asking.
I mean, not really. I was just already standing by the window, kind of like where I am now.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's just roll for initiative then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There we go. There's a nat 20. Oh, not nat 20. Oh yeah, there is a nat 20. It just didn't show up as green.
I also I think we both got natural 20s.
Hey, listen. The plan went as it was expected to go.
Yeah, it sure went.
Yep, sure went.
Alice, I boop you back.
I like how Otoroshi out here rolling an 18, higher than me.
Yep.
Dex is like 1/1 bad. I want to say quote unquote bad stat. I don't really have a bad stat. The lowest I have in any stat is a 12. So
Yeah, well, similar numbers to me, but you've got 220s.
yeah.
Damn, River 23. Let's go.
Yeah. Silly little natural 20.
Alright.
Damn.
Start off
Holy
the party,
those
River.
numbers.
So if you wanted to make that, by the way, if you wanted to make the window walkable at this point, the combat start, you just remove the wall wherever the wall segment where that's located.
Yeah. Because River's 100% going through that window.
Yeah.
I figured. Alright. Your turn.
So are the lights off in the cabin?
Oh, you didn't start it. You didn't start combat officially, I don't think.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, the reason I asked is because I only have 15 feet worth of vision inside the cabin.
Yeah, so I don't think there are any light sources for like candles and things like that on the map. Because there are 3 table candles that are lit, so this place should be at least like candle lit to some degree.
Hmm. Ice? Okay, in that case. I'm just gonna have River teleport inside the room. Like, specifically to, like, here.
Oh.
Just casually teleporting behind him.
Is this easier? Or is this... Or would you like daily better?
Huh?
Actually, yeah, this is fine. Sorry. Just continue.
Holy shit.
Morse would just see River just kind of, her form just kind of, like, shimmer and then just turn into a bunch of stars. Like, just kind of translucent, like, starry version of herself that just fades and reappears behind this bandit here.
Well, I wouldn't be able to see where you reappeared.
You wouldn't, but you'd see her disappear.
Yes.
Is where I... In any case, she's gonna beat the shit out of this guy now. Good question. Because I want to have it be. Is it D8 currently? Let me just try rolling this to see if it is indeed a D8. It's not. It should be a D8 because I'm two-handing it.
Oh yeah, there's a versatile on the spear, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. I mean, I assume that I can. I don't know if I can still have that and also be able to like do unarmed attacks.
Well, aren't the unarmed attacks part of your bonus action?
They
You
are
just
not
use that
not
on
this
a
turn. Not this turn. I mean, in general.
Oh yeah, no. In general, I'm pretty sure you can just do it anyway, even when two-handing it. But because it's just part of your bonus action, it takes no action to go from one hand to two hand. But for the damage die, that's just as simple as cloning the weapon and making a second weapon just titled two-handed.
Oh shit! Yeah, you.
With
That's a very good point.
Yeah, and then roll that whenever you two-hand the weapon.
Yeah, thank you. Either way, I don't think it's. I doubt it's 12 hits. It's 12 hit, Fargrim.
No.
All right, fair enough. That's all I got for now.
Otoroshi,
Okay.
would you
Well,
like
I
to
can't
bust through
see
the
anything
window?
inside here.
Yeah, Fargrim needs to delete this wall too. There you go. Now you can see anything.
Okay, so that's the case. So River's okay. So River's behind that one. I would assume that I'm close enough to the window that I'd have a much wider range of vision than just this. But yeah, so the fact that I can see Tenraiso here, I'm going to. Okay, that looks much better. So yeah, I'm going to target this guy, and I'm going to cast a spell through the window. So yeah, there's going to be a kind of an icy cold hand that's going to grip the bandit's neck, and he's going to have this kind of slight feeling that he's choking. That'll be my turn.
10 damage. Slight.
Light asphyxiation.
Yeah.
It's not.
Break your neck.
So, you have a problem with my necromancy, but chill touch is okay with you?
No, you're
because chill touch is a
No,
necromancy spell.
Listen, we are going to have words about this regardless, okay? But I have issues with your entire vibe.
Thank you.
Without the demon casting necrotic energy, I got you.
It's just a little. He's just doing a silly little cantrip. He's fine.
Honestly, this is a cantrip. It's like literally something that it's not powerful enough to really be truly like, dangerous.
Well,
But basing your entire character around necromancy? No,
No, I'm an artificer who happens to dabble in necromancy.
Dabble. I dabble, I say, there's a zombie behind me.
Everything resource if you just think of it differently.
I mean, does it help if I say that Otoroshi has a noose tattooed on his index and thumb? It kind of goes down to his wrist.
Okay. Everyone in this fucking party's an edgelord. Got it. Alright. Anyway, end your turn.
Including the Tenraiso.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Your turn 10.
Okay. Alright. I am going to go ahead and start off by gliding over to this guy over here. Let's go take out one of the weaker bandits. So this would be 15 feet of movement. And then I'm actually going to glide past him a little bit because I can. Puts more distance between me and that guy. And attack with my tail. Actually, hold on. Need to look at my features real fast. This is Dragon's Armory. Draconic Armory. I forget which one is reach and non-reach for this. Hold on. I should have looked at the sword during your turn, but whatever. Whenever you move 10 feet in a straight line, add your charisma bonus if you make it, which lacks the reach property. Okay, I'll do that one. In that case, I'm going to make a bite attack against this bandit over here. With the one right next to me. One of the ones that was very scared of me. And bite attack. And that is a 10 to hit. Wonderful. A 3 with a 1 for the damage roll. Love to see it.
Damn.
As he narrowly dodges out of the way as I glide towards him. Wonderful. Alright, whatever.
You're like the wife or the girlfriend that is just bites her significant other.
No,
You, I
don't
fucking get
don't
you.
do that.
No, wait a minute. No, that's curse. Wait, no.
Yeah, no.
Fear.
Please don't make weird comments like that. That's kind of.
Please make more weird comments. I love it.
Not about that, please.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, maybe
Ah.
Oh, it's okay. Everyone's missing, I understand. That's how it is.
Yeah,
Alright.
actually.
Morris, it is
So-
your turn.
Yes, I am literally going to come to. Why can't I move? There we go. So I'm going to come right to the window, and since he's like right there, we're going to. We're going to cast Inflict Wounds on this dude.
You know what I'll do? This is an idiot on the side.
So he needs to make a DC 14 or a con saving throw of a 14. Hell yeah, so he'll take 9 damage from that.
He coughs up a little
Uh.
blood, but he's just like, yeah.
Where is... Okay, I literally don't see... I'm just moving, so I can't see my character again. Like, close.
This is still outside the room. He's over there.
Yeah, I can't interact with him again.
Well, DM can, so what do you want him to do?
Can he reach the dude, like, right in the middle?
I don't know. What movement speed does Klaus have?
30.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, he can just barely reach. He's exactly in 30 range.
Yeah, so we'll move him up to that dude there, and we'll just do a slime attack on him.
Okay. And that'll be a bonus action.
No.
Yeah, that will. You have to command the zombie every single turn with a bonus action, otherwise he does nothing and just performs the dodge action.
Oh.
he can also have his own reaction to move up to you and attempt to, what's it called? A grapple or attack someone who attacks you.
Yeah.
That's his own reaction that he gets.
Yeah, so he's going to attack the, Never mind. He crit failed.
Yep.
Alright. That's mine and closest turn.
So click the okay. I think it gives you some more dimension. Go to, yeah, every hour, 10 an hour here.
Alright, River is going to shoot his crossbow at you and fail. Yay!
Like everyone else in this initiative.
Wow, yeah, you're right. Fucking.
Excuse me?
You're the only one who's landed
Yeah,
a
you're the
hit,
only
and
one
we're
who's
almost
actually-
on round 2.
It's
There's
honestly.
another nat
That
one.
by the way.
Holy shit.
He dropped his crossbow. There's no excuse.
Dropped his weapon.
He dropped his crossbow or the crossbolt?
Bolt.
Okay, let's see if this guy can land a hit.
It's a 16.
Okay, about time, about time. Who's he hitting?
River. For 9 damage. Now to attack.
Oh, River. Wait, he's got 3 attacks?
For-
Damn,
I'm not
okay.
surprised, yeah.
Okay, 2 sword
let's
attacks
see.
and a dagger attack.
Mhm.
Yeah. I am going to absolutely fucking deflect attacks one of these. I guess the first one?
Okay. So
Yeah,
you-
I'll deflect the one that did 9 damage. This other one that did 6 goes through. However, I'm also gonna do the silly little redirect attack.
Oh yeah, because you deflected the 9, it's now
Yeah.
you get to redirect the attack.
Yep.
Yeah,
If I if I like block all the damage, I can make my own attack.
So he
Yeah,
takes
that's
9
cool.
damage.
He has to
So
make a
you
dex
take-
save.
Alright. That's a really cool monk ability.
Fucking awesome. I'm very excited, so that's why I don't give a shit.
Wow.
Damn it.
Oh, that save will suck, isn't it? Yeah.
That
Or
looks like
take
a,
damage equal to.
uh,
Yeah, no, that save will suck.
Edge, my fucking focus point.
Okay.
It did. Okay, good. Use it on stream.
Oh.
That was crazy.
Crazy? That was crazy
Crazy.
once.
We're not doing this.
Hey, now-
I respect it.
missing.
We're not doing
Rubber
this.
2 people that entire round landed a hit.
I respect it, but we are
And that
not doing
reminds me.
crazy. I was crazy one.
Yeah, that reminds me. I need to make sure that I set up my crit fails and crit success counters for next stream.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Yeah.
got music now.
Okay, let's see. Since I'm flanking now, oh my god, I don't even need advantage! Never mind!
Easy.
I don't even need advantage. Oh, if only I had still had Piercer. Not worth it.
is it only 10?
Because it is a 3 and a 4. It's a little
and a-
unfortunate, yeah.
Yes.
But,
That should be done in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I have to, unfortunately, head to bed. In a little bit.
Aren't we trying to push for a longer session this week, or?
No. I can do it this way.
Okay.
I cannot go past like 11:30.
Ever or this week?
Like,
It's going to be way too late for me because I have to be up at 7:30. Actually, no, I have to be at work for 7:30, which means I have to be up at like 5:36, so I can actually, wake up.
Oh
and-
shit, that is a commute if you have to be up at 5 in the morning to be there at 8.
Yeah.
No, I wake up that early so I can actually wake up because I sleep through about 5 or 6 alarms before I actually wake up.
Okay. Alright.
Well, if you need to wrap it up here, we can just pick it up tomorrow. Or
I mean,
I wish we could pick it up
let's.
tomorrow.
I've been meaning to ask. Like,
Yeah.
I cleaned up my weekends. Is that an option for other people?
That
Like,
would be amazing.
Is
Yeah.
weekends an option?
Yes.
I could do weekends.
It is not for me, unfortunately.
Okay. Like, because
Yeah.
generally I'm way more available like almost all times of the day during weekends, but not. But I just have to plan around what I'm doing with my family on weekends.
So, for me, between like 3:45, 4 p.m. Eastern to I try not to go till 11:30. Like I'm making a big exception for D&D because who wouldn't? But usually around like 10:30ish, I usually head to bed.
Yeah.
And that's for weekdays, but like Friday, Saturday, I usually stay up later. Like I can go to.
It's a shame we can't do Fridays. me and
Yeah.
Murph, because
Yeah.
And all day
that's
Saturday, all day.
Starfinder days.
That was already a fucking war just to get that done.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I changed from Friday nights to Thursday nights because that's when this game was. And that's the only time or the only night that I have available.
Yeah, no, and like we're what's the card? Merv works. You work. Moz clearly works morning shifts. Merv and me, like I work midday to the afternoon, and then yeah. So like the reason we're starting at like 9:30 now is because that's like the only time we get home.
Well, I work 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Like I work pretty much the whole day.
Yeah.
So we'll just wrap it up here.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Is there a way to get like Saturday or something?
Fair enough. Yeah.
I will do what I can on my end. That is the best that I can do.
Yeah. And like trust me, if I could be up at like 6 a.m. without any issues, going to bed at like midnight, 1 a.m. I totally would, but I have to take actual medication for me to even get any sleep. So it's
Alright. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, I guess we can wrap it up here. Are you done with all your unarmed strikes, by the way, or was there one or two more?
Yeah.
I forget how many you get with flurry blows.
It's just 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and only one of them actually hit. I think, assuming it's 16 hits.
16 does hit.
Alright, because we can start next time up on Odoroshi's turn.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I'm popping out so I can read out and head to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Bye bye.
Good night.